What I want to do this morning is talk to you about how you can save a little bit of money on some basic parts and maintenance. I have always purchased on my own Bosch cabin filters on Amazon and installed them myself. I do it about once a year, every 10 to 15,000 miles. And the air filter in the engine bay, I usually just have that done at the dealership, but no more. So let me tell you guys what I did this morning. It's been bugging me, so I called the local Toyota dealership parts department, and I asked the guy, can you give me a price for both the parts and the labor for these two items? So he looked up the engine air filter, and it was $69.95. Then he looked up the cabin air filter. That was even more, $79.95. Total for those two items, to have the local dealership, service department do it, is $150, of course, before tax. So I'm gonna flip the screen around, show you both items, tell you what I paid for both of them. Here is my Bosch cabin filter that I've had in here for about a year in my garage. It's a 6055C. I looked it up this morning. I paid $15.88 about a year ago. By the way, it's a HEPA filter. It's a good quality filter. And I looked up this morning, and these were $13.88, so they've come down a little bit in price. Also, there are a few less expensive ones on Amazon, so different brands, you can check out what you want, but this is what I replace about every year on this 4Runner. Now, that's the cabin air filter. This is what I picked up this morning at AutoZone, right here. This is the air filter that goes here in the engine bay. And I looked up this morning on the phone, this one at AutoZone was $19.95. So I drove down and got it. So we're looking at 19, let's just call it 20, and let's just call this, $14. That's $34 right there. Dealership on the phone this morning, service department wanted $150 for those two items and to install them. And I paid $34, so that right there is $116 in savings. And you can save a little more if you want to get a cheaper or a less expensive, either one of these. You can probably find them for just a little bit less. So I like this Bosch because that's what I've always used. So you guys, I don't know. I can't believe, well, I believe it, people pay the money at the dealerships. It's convenience. I get it. I understand. But that's not me. I have two very nice vehicles. I have this Toyota 4Runner 2015. It's got 125,000 miles on it. And then I have that 2021 Sprinter right there. And it's got about 10 or 12,000 miles that I put on it. And they're both really nice vehicles. And I don't like to spend, I don't like to overpay for things. I'm really, really careful with my budget. And I think that's one of the reasons why I was able to get this vehicle back when I bought it, and also I was able to get this vehicle when I got it. All right, let's jump into this, try to make this quick, and I'll show you where this goes, and I'll show you where this goes. All right, here we go. Okay, you can see here this is the $20 STP air filter for the engine bay that we purchased this morning at AutoZone. Let me open it up. Here's what it looks like. Let's take out the old one. 4 clips. There's one more back down in here. Okay. Here's one that's been in there for too long. Let's take it out. Now, it doesn't look all that bad, but it's pretty black inside. Alright, you guys, I just put in the new STP engine bay air filter. There it is right there. It's got a rubber gasket. This is the one that was $20 at AutoZone this morning. Here's the old one that was in it that we just took out. And it was dirty, real dirty. Alright, you guys, let's wrap this one up. So these are the 2 new air filters that we replaced this morning in the Toyota 4Runner. This one I had bought about a year ago. This morning on Amazon, it's $13.88. This one I bought at AutoZone this morning. It was $19.95. Okay. There's the cabin filter that we removed, and here is the engine bay air filter that we removed. And we put the new filters in for each one. The cabin filter and the engine bay air filter. Okay? So, the dealership, when I called them this morning, the service department of the local Toyota dealership, they quoted me a price of $69.95 for this and $79.95 for the cabin air filter. Not these brands, but that for the 2 parts and the labor to install them, they wanted $150 total for these 2 items. I've spent a total of $20 and $14. That's $34. So $150 minus $34, what is that? $116 that I saved this morning just by buying these on my own and popping them in. It didn't take, 5 minutes to do it. So if you want to save some money, you might want to consider doing that. Alright, y'all, just to wrap this little video up this morning, I replaced both these air filters in my 4Runner and saved $114 by buying them on my own, and took me 5 minutes to pop them both in. So hopefully this helps someone out there. No need to pay the dealership, $150 to do that when you can do it for $34, 2 of them, and you're good to go for a year. Alright, that's my little air filter money saving tip for today, and I'll see you on the next one. Y'all have a good day. Bye.